wouldn't you know it, a day after I put up my video asking where the heck are the betas, that we get finally some news from Tesla during an investor call that they're skipping the beta phase. It's been all over the news. Of course, I was tweeting about it. So what they've decided to do is skip the beta phase. They're going straight to production candidates. So in a normal vehicle development, you build an alpha vehicle, and then you move on to beta, and then usually release or production candidates, and then the final cars. What's the difference between a beta vehicle and a production candidate? And the difference really is beta cars are usually built on pre-production equipment. You know, when they build tooling for cars, sometimes they will build some of the production line in segments, and it's not actually built on the actual production line. They'll build little segments, and then they'll test it and they'll verify it, and then when they go to production candidates, those are built on the actual production line. So it's an extra little step. And I think what's happening here, of course, is Tesla's been making a lot of noise about the fact that you know, the Model 3 is designed for ease of manufacturing. Is what they found is that they're going to skip the beta phase because they feel that the production tooling equipment that they've built is good enough. Parts on the vehicle are passing quality control enough to the point where they can actually proceed to building cars on the actual production equipment, which is what they've said that they're going to be doing. So what it really means at the end of the day is this is actually an accelerated program. What we're really hoping here is that they don't end up with a lesser quality vehicle. They say that production candidates that they're building right now are actually higher quality than the production candidates they ever built on the Model S and the Model X. So to me, if that's true, that just speaks to that Tesla has grown up as a company, and they've learned from past mistakes. And from building the cars for the last 4 years now, that they have some new production capabilities and techniques. And of course, if you simplify the vehicle for manufacturing, then you can simplify everything kind of down the chain. Everything follows down. So it's actually good news. It just basically means that they're still on track for early production, limited production in July. The other thing that they mentioned too is that the production candidates coming off now have tighter gaps in the body panels. Now, it's been a long thing going here that you know, if you ask any Model S owner, that the quality of the gaps on a Model S and even, of course, recently on a Model X. Now, what we're talking about is the gap between body panels, and they're measured with gauges and stuff during the quality control phase, as well as the building phase. Anyways, so to make a long story short, Tesla's quality control as far as the panel gaps has been a little loose. I even saw a recent friend of mine who just picked up his Model S, and the panel gaps on it, especially on the hood, were not really good. Now, of course, Tesla will fix that. If you've got a problem, they'll come back and realign it and stuff. But that's stuff that should be caught, you know, on the manufacturing and the quality control phase. And sometimes they play a little loose with that stuff. So anyway, so they're saying that the panel gap quality on the Model 3 is much better than what they've been able to do on the Model S and X, and that's good. Again, no car's perfect. I'm driving a Lincoln, and the panel gap, especially on the hood, I mean, I've got a big panel gap like this on both sides at the top, and at the front, it's literally touching. I've got a picture I'll show you. So no cars are perfect. I find generally the Japanese cars and German cars have very good equal panel gaps. I mean, it's very consistent, so they certainly got that stuff sorted out. So good for Tesla if they're doing that. That's good. Now, they also stated that the production candidate cars that they're building should be on the streets within the next week or two, which is good. So like I said before, if you're down in the area, be prepared with your camera, your cell phone, whatever you have on you, and you should start seeing these cars being driven around in the not so distant future. Lastly, the extra little bit that was addressed was the delivery process about Model 3. Of course, with this many cars and they don't have enough service centers, that they are going to revamp. And we talked about this on the Model 3 Owners Club show one episode ago, about the process that they could put into place to deliver these vehicles much faster and to take a lot of the stress off the delivery in the service centers. So Elon confirmed, based on our suspicions here, that what they're going to be doing is creating a series of high-quality videos that they will send out to to purchasers well in advance of receiving the car, so that they can get educated about the vehicle before they take delivery. Because part of the delivery process with a Tesla is the delivery specialist will take you through every aspect of the car. It takes about 2 hours. So Elon said in the call that they want to get it down to about 5 minutes. I think that's typical Elon Tesla time, best case scenario. I think 20 minutes to half an hour is quite reasonable. The other thing that they said that they want to do is make sure that the paperwork is completed and that you're educated about the vehicle with these videos that you can either watch on the car or get in advance, so that your delivery process will be, pretty much in and out as quick as possible. The other thing that they added on there, and they're looking at the possibility of adding some specialized delivery centers, not just the stores, the showrooms, and the service centers, but actually open up maybe some temporary specialized locations, if you will, where you can get in and get out and take your delivery of your car so that it's off the lots. Because I know in our area here that Tesla has 2 major service centers / showrooms here in the Toronto area, and the parking lots are just jam full of cars all the time. So, and that's just Model S and Model X. So you imagine what it's like when Model 3 comes. So that's good news. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Anyway, just wanted to give you all a little bit of update of what's going on like that. As we have more information, we'll certainly send it out and let you know as soon as we get it. I expect to see even more information start coming out sooner and sooner as we come, because we're about 4 months away from full production, or limited production start, I should say. Be careful about that. Anyhow, that's it for today. Follow us on Twitter if you want, at Model 3 Owners, and don't forget to join our forum at model3ownersclub.com. Check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Model 3 Owners Club, because that keeps these videos going. And don't forget, we got some really cool t-shirts if you want to check it out. I'm wearing a green one today, but it's a little different. So anyways, got some new designs. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. See you later.